بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
Assalamu alaikum students, welcome to our another online class of English language. I hope you all are fine and safe. God bless you all. Let's start our today's lesson. Today we are going to discuss unit number 5. It's subject verb agreement of your book, page number 28. See this subject verb agreement, page number 28. Okay. Now in this chapter, the tense, today we are going to discuss agreement of persons of pronoun in the past and future tense. As we have discussed the present tense in our previous class, and today we are going to discuss our remaining two tenses, past and the future tense. First of all, for this we will just have a quick review over the topic. What's the meaning of subject verb agreement? Means it's just like that the verb will follow the subject in any sentence. Means whatever the subject, if it would be singular, if it would be plural, according to this we will use our verb form, be verb form, the helping verbs which we are using in our sentences. So if the subject is singular, we will use according to the subject, singular subject, the be verb. Okay, if we are having the plural subject, then we will use the be verb according to the plural form. Not means for not all the person we will use the same things in present tense. So this was about the subject verb agreement, that the verb subject means you can say that in a general way that it's the directly proportional relation to each other. Whatever the subject is, the verb will follow to the subject only. Okay, now here we are going to discuss our remaining two tenses, like present, past and the future. Is that what are the remaining concords which we have to follow if we are having the subject singular, if we are having the subject plural in the past tense. Okay, for this, for past tense, first of all the concord will remain same in the past tense. Means if we are just talking about the past indefinite tense, what's the formula is subject verb second form plus object. So there isn't any existence of the be verb is there. So simple is that if the be verb is not present, so the concord will remain same for all the persons. Means I have written here the pronouns like I, we, he, she, you, they. These all are the subjects. These all are the subject which are present in the sentences. Okay. So here we do not have used any kind of the be verb here, which is particularly demarcating to means singular subject or the plural subject, because in past indefinite tense we are not having any kind of the helping verb. So how could we cannot demarcate it with by any mean of the singular one and the plural one. So simple is that after having the subject we have to add up the form of the verb which is second and then object. So we don't have to be here confused about the thing is that the past is this, what we have to add if the subject is we, if the subject is I, if the subject is he. So if you are having past indefinite tense particularly, you don't have to be confused about this, because we are not having any kind of the be verb present in past indefinite tense. The structure is very simple: subject, verb, object. And what the purpose of here is the only the be verb, the agreement based upon the be verb, and there isn't any exist of the be verb. So we don't have to be just bother about these kind of the things, particularly for the past indefinite tense. Is that clear? So I have written here all the subjects, all the pronouns here: I, we, he, she, you, they, or it can be any name. Slept very little last night. Means here we are not having any kind of the be verb is here, so we will not select any the correct option. What would be used, what would be suitable for third person singular, what would be suitable for first person and second person. Clear? Now second case is if we are having be verb is present in past tense, then how would we will just use it? So if we are having the helping verb, for instance, like We are having an example here. I, he, she, it was annoyed at the same thing. Now, if we are having the subject these like I, he, she, it. I is basically first person, but we use was with it, and he, she, it. These are the third person singular pronouns. For this, we use be verb was for past tense. Is that clear? And if we are having the subjects pronoun here, we, you, they, we will go with were. These are the two be verbs for the past tense, was and were. Here we have cleared that where we have to use was and where we have to use were. If we are having the pronouns as our subject in the sentence like I, he, she, it, then we will go with was. And if we are having the subject we, you, they, then we will use were with it. Okay, as like here he, I, he, she and it was, and concord is same for he, you, they and they. Means concord means the same thing. The principle will same for all these. If we are having I, we, you, they, then we will use for the same like here. Clear now? So this was about not having the be verb in the past, and this was about the existence of the be verb present in the past. So we have cleared both this thing, both these cases. If the be verb is not present, so all the concord will remain same for the tense, and if the be verb is present, the helping verb is present for the past tense like was and were. So how we would use? Like subject is I, he, she and it. If we are having subject these, then we will go with was. If we are having subject we, you, they, then we will go with were. Clear now? Now come up to our next tense. This one is future simple tense. For future, now what we have to follow? Basically we are having two be verbs, will or shall usually, but here we only have to go with the will. Okay, in some books we are having the use of shall as well. Will and shall both has been described as we talk about the 7 words, but here particularly it just omitted the shall, but in rare cases it is present, the existence is present. So the thing is that what we have to discuss in this class, we will go only with the be verb will. Means if we are having whatever the subject you will have, whether it is singular noun, whether it is plural noun, whether it is first person, second person or third person, you don't have to be confused between these two be verbs will or shall. No, you just go with only will. Means here I have described all the person will take the same verb. What does it mean? It means that whatever the subject is, either it is I or it is we or third person singular she, he, it, any singular noun or they. So whatever the subject is, whatever the pronoun is, whatever the person is, you only will use the be verb will along with all the person or along with all the persons. So this was about this rule. Basically we have to follow with the future tense. As we have discussed for the past tense, in past tense we are having two categories, along with the be verb and without with the be verb. Without with the be verb, we don't have to be confused in any kind of the thing. We just have to put the form of the verb, that is second. But if we come across with any sentence in which the be verb is present there, and what are the be verbs for the past tense is was or were, and I am just repeating again what are the be verb. I am frequently using this word be verbs. So basically be verbs are those verbs which are not having any particular meaning by themselves, but when they are adding in any sentence, when they have been just joining to, when they are present in any sentence, they give the sense to the sentence. Means the time of the sentence when the actual action has been happened. So this will give this sense of the time, either it is past, present or future. Clear? So this was the concept of the be verb, and in past as we have described two categories along with the be verb and without with the be verbs. Okay, so along with the be verbs as we have discussed, was or were. If we are having subject I, he, she and it, we will go with was, and if we are having subjects be, you, they, we will go with were. Clear? And particularly for the future tense, all the concords will remain same, means whatever the subject is, whatever the pronoun is, either it is first person, second person, third person, you don't have to be confused that I have to use will or I have to use shall. No, you just go with the be verb will with all the persons. I hope you have got everything which we have discussed in this lecture, in this class, particularly with the two tenses, the agreement between the agreement of the person of the tenses past and the future. Present we have learnt earlier. Exercise A has been solved earlier. Okay, so this was about the two tenses. Subject verb agreement mainly means there is a direct relationship of the subject, direct effect of subject over the verb, means as we have discussed here, like if we are having subject these, then we will use were, was, we cannot use were here. Okay, it will be wrong. If we are having like the subject these, then we will use only were, we cannot use here was, it will just means cancel it or it will just wrong it. Clear now? Now heading towards our homework, what we have to do in your copy for this class. Now come up to page number 29, please. See this page number 29, the heading is I have highlighted in my book, this one, agreement of person. Okay, page number 29. What you have to do is, you have to copy this heading agreement of person of the pronoun in the past and future tense in your copy, and you will copy this. The part is the rules which has been discussed. Rule for the past tense with example you have to copy. Rule for the be verb as I have described here, you have to copy in your copies along with the examples. Second part, C. C is in the future tense as we have discussed future tense as well. So you have to write the rules for the future tense as well in your copy along with these two examples which has been given. All the things has been mentioned in your homework folder. Check the homework folder properly. You will get all the things properly. Now heading towards our exercises, what we have to do regarding this. Now come up to page number 31, please. Exercise B and C. Okay, exercise B and exercise C we are going to solve now. For exercise B, the question is fill in the blanks with the appropriate form of the verb be. Means here sentences has been given and you have to insert here be verbs. The helping verb means here you have to read the sentence very carefully. Means the certain word, the particular word, a smaller word will give you the sense of the time that when the action has been happened, whether it is present or whether it is in past. Now here fill in the blanks with the appropriate form of the verb. You have to solve this 5. Now let's start. Number 1 is this basket of fruit dash to be given to the Ubais. Now what this word is showing, that the sense is present. This basket, I am talking in the present time, like this basket, I am not talking to that basket. Okay, this basket, this will give the sense of present. So here what be verb we will use here is this basket of fruit is. Is that clear? Now how you have recognized this, that we have to use here is because the word this is giving the sense of present time. Clear? Come up to next. The box of jewels. Okay, the box of jewels dash stolen and insider. Now what's the subject is the box of jewels. The box word is singular and inside it there are many jewels, but we will consider the main subject the box. According to this we will follow our be verb. So what it would be? Was or were? We will consider jewels or we will consider the box. The main subject is the box, so we will go where was stolen by an insider was. Okay. Now, third one is rice and curry, singular, and rice and curry. Dash is my favorite food, means here it's a combination of the thing along with the rice. Actually they are two, but when I am having these, it would be one in a singular place. So rice and curry dash my favorite food is my favorite food, because when I am just having it, I will consider it as a singular thing. Okay, so it would be S. Clear? Now remaining part you have to solve by yourself. Read the sentence clearly. Certain words will give you the time, the tense of the sentence, that when it has been happened. So when you will just grasp the actual tense of the sentence, then it would be easier for you to apply any kind of the be verb in the given sentence. Is that clear? Now, heading towards our second exercise, exercise C, a few of the sentence below have error in them. Spot these and rewrite correct in your book. Means here has, have, has been used. Okay. The price of these items has risen, means you have to follow the subject clearly, that where we have to use has or where we have to use have. If the have is incorrect, you will incorrect it, you will cut it and write has. For instance, number 1 is the price of these items have risen, has risen, because the price is the actual subject, not the items. So here we will cut have and we will add has. Okay. Every one of the player deserves a prize. Everyone, the subject is last, is the everyone of the player, everyone is the subject and it's the singular of the player deserves or deserve. Singular noun, it would be deserves. Okay, so we will cut deserve and we will write the correct verb is deserves a prize. Similarly, you have to follow in rest of the 3 part, that where you have to follow the subject, what the subject is. Okay, according to the subject you have to use the form of the verb, whether it is singular or plural. Okay, I hope you have got everything properly what we have learned in this class, and try to solve all these exercises by yourself. It should be neat and clean. Use blue pen for your working, not black. Okay, take care and Allah Hafiz.